Hi, my name is Melissa Adams Van Houten, and I am a gastroparesis patient and advocate. Gastroparesis literally means paralysis of the stomach. It's a digestive motility disorder in which the stomach muscles, controlled by the vagus nerve, fail to contract and push food through from the stomach to the intestines at the proper rate. Those of us with gastroparesis have delayed emptying of the stomach. And this can lead to some sometimes pretty debilitating symptoms, such as nausea, vomiting, extreme bloating, feelings of fullness after only a couple of bites, and excruciating stomach and abdominal pain. It can also lead to some pretty serious and sometimes even life-threatening consequences, such as erratic blood sugars, extreme fluctuations in weight, overwhelming fatigue, blockages, dehydration, malnutrition, and probably the thing that most of us fear the most, starvation. Now, despite the fact that the NIH estimates that more than 5 million of us live with this condition, I am guessing that most of you have never heard of gastroparesis. Or if you've heard of it, you certainly don't have much information about it. But I'm here to change that. I'm here to change that because as an online administrator of several support and advocacy groups, I see people who not only suffer with these physical symptoms, but also suffer with some pretty serious emotional effects of this illness, and who have to contend with a world out there who doesn't understand us and doesn't take us seriously. And though my people feel very beaten down and helpless and hopeless and sometimes voiceless, I don't feel that way. I'm not helpless or hopeless or voiceless. And it is both my obligation and my privilege to represent these people and to be a voice for them when they feel that they can't speak out about their situation. So I'm here to tell you, it's about to get vocal. Because as bad as those symptoms are that I see every day, and they are bad, they are bad. There are people in there who cannot work because of the seriousness of these situations. They've lost their jobs, they've lost their homes, they've lost everything. There are people who spend sometimes months in the hospital. There's no treatments for this illness, no safe, effective, and consistently reliable treatments, and no cure. But the emotional impact of this disease is even worse. My people are isolated from the world. Because of these symptoms and this illness, they have lost their friends, they have lost their family, because it is not understood, and it has taken their ability to get out of the house and socialize and participate in their normal activities completely away from them sometimes. They are abandoned by the people who should care the most. And on top of that, they face a medical community which either lacks the knowledge or the will to help them. They consistently show up at doctors' offices and are told, there is nothing we can do to help you. There is no hope for you, basically. You are too complex for me. I am going to send you out there to someone else who's probably also going to tell you that you're too complex. They face a political situation where they cannot get funding. No funding for research for this disease, despite the fact that we often do not even know what causes this disease and that we have no effective treatments and no cures. We can't get research funding. And we can't get that because Congress fails to see us and give us those much needed research funds. They fail to see us, just like our family members fail to see us and recognize and acknowledge our situation. And just like the medical profession fails to see us and recognize and acknowledge our condition. But I'm here to tell you that this can change. You out there can all be a part of that change by listening to us, by acknowledging that this is a real illness. We are not hypochondriacs. We are not drug seekers. We're not attention seekers. This is not something we have invented or made up. This is a real, genuine illness with serious, serious physical, mental, and emotional consequences for my community. And we deserve to be treated like the valuable human beings that we are. We are tired of being ignored. We are tired of being mocked. We want a recognition of our humanity and a recognition of the seriousness of our illness. We want doctors to stop dismissing us. We want insurance companies to start covering the few potentially life-saving treatments that we have. We want researchers to give us answers, and we want the policymakers in this country to look at us and do something to help our situation. This doesn't have to be like this. You are all looking at a class of people, 5 million or more of us, who are suffering needlessly and who are being told that that's okay, that it's okay, that 5 million or more of us are faced with never being able to eat again, that we are sentenced to a life of struggle and suffering and slow death. But it's not okay. And you have the power to change this. You just need to open your eyes and open your ears to the message we are sending and support policies that can help us. Please don't turn your backs on us. Don't condemn us to this life. This is real. This is serious. This is life-altering and life-threatening. And we deserve better than this. Thank you.